I live here my life. I stay strong, I stay wise. I live here my life. I stay strong, I stay wise. I live here my life. While we wait.
Hello, I am Patryce Bryant, and I am the host of While We Wait. Everyone is waiting on something, so we are here to talk about how to wait, how to be inspired and motivated and empowered while we're doing so. I'm so glad that you're here today. It's an exciting day, and I have two incredible guests. The first one is Sandra G. She is the owner of Stock with G. And I am so glad that she's here today. She is being an angel, and she's put together a group of people who will assist her with making something special for some very wonderful people. So Sandra G, why don't you come on out and let's chat a little bit. Hi, Sandra.
Hello, how are
How are
you?
you? I am well. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for
Sandra,
having me.
absolutely. You're absolutely incredible, Sandra. I see you on social media working your work, just doing
Thank
magic. And
you.
it's incredible how you have evolved and become a wonderful entrepreneur during this time. You've really blossomed during this time of COVID. So kudos to you, Sandra.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So, Sandra, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So, my name is Sandra G. I am the CEO and founder of Stock with G. So, I basically have products that are essential for this time, for the pandemic, and also products that's essential for your household. Um, I also post different deals on my Instagram and also on Facebook. So,
Yes.
you guys can catch deals from all over the world. It doesn't necessarily have to be from me. So, I'm helping people save money in a sense.
Yes, you are.
So that's just a little bit about me and my business.
And that's good stuff. So, how can people find you and follow you so they can benefit from what you do?
At Stock with G, STOCKWITHGEE, right here.
Stock with G. That's two E's, G-E-E.
Yes,
Awesome.
GEE.
So Sandra's going to tell us a little bit about, Sandra said something and it really captured me. Because of everything that's going on, we know that there's some families that are not as fortunate as others and some really, really working to make things happen. Sandra said, Christmas is not canceled. And then she didn't just say it, then she did something about it. So Sandra, tell us what you're doing.
So basically, what I'm doing is helping families that are less fortunate, or not even less fortunate, that are having a hard time. A lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people had their wages cut. So what we're
Sure.
doing is we're going to work to provide $200 to 3 to 4 families each, to help
Awesome.
assist with their Christmas shopping, or even if it's just to help assist with bills. But it's for Christmas. It's called a Stock with G Christmas giveaway. So I'm very elated to do this because Christmas is my favorite holiday. And I know
Yes.
sometimes it could be a little funny around Christmas time because, the pressures of having a large family. I have a large
Yes.
family.
You
So,
do. You do.
yes. So I just want to assist and help in a small way for families that really need help. So what we're doing is we're collecting donations, asking people for help just to assist in giving the $200 per family.
Yes. So, guys, I have partnered with Stock with G as a sponsor because I too want to assist during this time with making someone's holiday better. So, what I'm going to do for my followers, I'm going to ask you to please assist me with making someone's holiday. And that can simply be done by my Cash App is C sharp WWW. So SEE sharp SHARP WWW, and that's for While We Wait. So $5, $3, $10. It adds up quickly.
Yes, it does.
This money will go to Sandra G. And when you do Cash App, you can get your receipts, whether it comes
Yeah.
through your email or you can go through your Cash App and use it to do a write-off for the time for your taxes. So this is a charitable donation. I'm asking everyone to please assist. Send in $5 or $10. This is to help a family. I will say this information a little later as well because I want everyone to be aware of what we're doing. This is a Stock with G Christmas giveaway, and I'm partnering. There are other people who are partnering with her to make this happen for some families. It feels really good to be able to assist somebody else. And Sandra, you are
Yes.
absolutely doing it.
Thank you so much, guys.
Tell us the last day to submit donations.
So the last day to submit donations will be on Thanksgiving, November 25th. And
Okay.
then my partner, Eka G, her and I, and maybe some of the sponsors, we are going to go through the emails and DM to pick the winners. And the winner will be announced on December 7th. So for you to submit the finances will be November 25th. And then for
Okay.
you to submit your submission to get the $200 if you qualify will be on December 7th. December 6th, we announce on December 7th.
Okay, so if you are a family or a head of a family and you want to qualify or be considered for the donation, Sandra, please tell us how can that be
Yes.
done?
So what you have to do is you would have to DM us on Instagram at StockWithG, and you see the name on the bottom or behind me. And after that, you can also email us at stockwithg.com. At stockwithg@yahoo.com. That will allow you to submit whatever you need to let us know how you want this money.
Yes,
I ask for people to be honest. There's people who really are in need and there's people who are able to help. So either way, if you're able to make a donation or if you're able to submit your name for the $200, we appreciate everyone. Again, you can go to @StockWithG on Instagram and you can submit your letter, or you can email us at stockwithg@yahoo.com.
awesome. So I'm looking in my comments. I want to listen. Thank you all so much. So people are donating, Sandra. Yay!
Thank you guys.
So
Yay!
we have the owner of Compose who has donated $25.
Thank you guys so much.
And Anzel, it is C sharp. It's like you see, SEE sharp, SHARP, and it should be in the comments very, very soon. So C sharp, WWW. It's the money sign. There we go. Donate using
There we
cash.
go.
It's on the
Yes.
screen. There you go.
Cash
All
App,
right.
and we
I
appreciate
want
all donations. We really do. I'm a person of integrity. I am known to be a
Yes,
person
she
of my
is.
word. So
Yes,
I
she
don't play with
is.
people's money. I'm telling
That's
you,
right.
these people are going to get their money. I'm not sure if we're going to publicize who are the winners just for, some people might be prideful, but
Thank you.
we will definitely have 3 to 4 families that we're going to donate this blessing to for the Christmas holiday.
Awesome. So I'm going to say it once again now, and I'm going to come back on the end and say it again. So Stock with G is doing a Christmas giveaway, and she has partners. I am one of them. I'm asking you to assist us with donations through Cash App, and you can see the ways to donate through Cash App. You see, and see it on the screen. You can send it there, and this is a charitable donation that you can write off at the end of the year. And this is going to benefit and help some family get through the holidays. So it doesn't matter the amount. The bulk of the amount will go to whatever it is. We're going to make it be what it needs to be. If it's an overflow, and I pray that it's abundance and an overflow,
Yes.
so we can even do more. I'm really excited about this, Sandra.
I'm excited too. Thank you so much for spreading the word. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
This is a great opportunity. I'm so excited because people think Christmas
Yes.
is canceled because of the pandemic, but it does not have to be. Because
Christmas
kids
is
don't
not here.
understand it. They don't understand it. So they're expecting Santa to not have COVID and to come through. So we
Yes.
appreciate everyone and their donations, and those who are in need. Please use this as a tool to help your family.
Absolutely. So you have a fan on here who says, "Stop with G." All right, Mr. Trollinger.
Yes, thank you guys so much.
All right. So guys, again, we have the Christmas giveaway. but we also have Sandra here from Stock with G. Tell us one more time, Sandra, how can we reach you and follow you to get the great deals that you offer and you're always advertising?
So one of the tools that I mainly use is at Stock with G, STOCKWITHGEE. You can see it behind me or below at the screen. Just the @ and type in those words on Instagram or on Facebook. I'm on both, but my mainstream is on Instagram, but it is connected to Facebook. But if you have any questions, you feel free to DM me or you can email me at Sandra, or not Sandra, you're going to use the business email. So you can email me at stockwithg@yahoo.com.
Awesome. We have another donation by It's All That Too. They're going to
Thank
donate
you.
as
It's all
well.
that too.
That's Miss Brenda Wiggins. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Brenda. I'm
Thank
going
you
to keep
so much,
saying this.
guys.
Sandra, if you're available, I am
Yes.
doing a holiday special on Black Friday.
Okay.
Would you come on real quick? Because
You
what
put
I'm
me on the
doing
spot,
is,
guys.
if you're available, and this will be, thank you, Anzel Smith. Anzel is also done.
Thank you,
Guys, you
Angel.
are
I appreciate
amazing.
you.
You're absolutely amazing. If you'll come on Black Friday, I'm going to come on Black Friday at 4:30 with some entrepreneurs, with some jewelry, with some bakers, with different people who sell items and customize things. This will be a time because I'm not going to the stores, and a lot of people may not be going to the stores. And
Yes.
I have to say, even going to the stores with some things, they're not getting shipments
Yes.
um, like regular because of the
Yes.
pandemic. But I believe if I bring on a set of entrepreneurs, that we can get some wonderful things for the holiday as gifts and even for our own households. So if you will, and you can let me know, but also Sandra, even if you'll pop on even just to come back with me to thank those who donated and just to let the people know out of integrity that the families have received or they have been announced. We don't have to say their names, but they have been, they've been selected
Yes.
for the gifting. So Sandra, you're
Okay.
amazing,
Thank you so
absolutely
much for
amazing.
having me. I appreciate you so
We'll talk
much.
real soon, and I'll let
We
you know
will.
at the end of the evening. But I trust as people see the broadcast, they have until Thanksgiving to submit their
Finances.
donations. Yes.
And they have
So guys,
until December 6th to submit any submission letter to qualify for the 200. I have a flyer coming up very soon. It should be ready by tomorrow. So the flyer
awesome.
will have all the details. I'll send it to C Sharp, and I will make sure you guys are able to submit your submission letter to qualify, because we really do want to help a lot of people, as many as we can. So if we have an overflow, we'll do more families.
Absolutely. And what I will do next week, Sandra, I will have your flyer on and I will do another appeal to the people because we want to make this happen really big because we
Thank
can
you
do it.
so much. We can
I
do
have to
it.
give,
We are
I
better
have to give,
together.
come on. I have to give America kudos about being generous. America, they're very big with
Yes.
charity donations. So, Sandra, you're already a blessing and thank you. And I'll see
Thank
you
you
next
so
time.
much. See you
Thank you,
later. Thanks for
Sandra.
having me.
It's my pleasure. So, guys, again, that was Sandra G with Stock with G. She's great. This is just, it feels so good to be able to do something for someone else. So, we want to keep those donations coming. If you just logged in, just want to let you know what we've done. We have a Christmas giveaway, and it's being sponsored by Stock with G. The owner is Sandra G, and I'm one of her partners. And I'm appealing you, my viewers, if you will donate $5, $10, and the proceeds will go to a family in need for or families in need for the holidays. And you can donate. The Cash App information is on right on the screen right now. And you can go to Cash App and you'll have that information to be able to write off your charitable donation at the end of the year. So you guys are wonderful. I love what you're doing. I will come back to it again. And yeah, it's just, this is great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep it coming. So I have another guest. I've been talking with some parents because that's where I get my topics from. A lot of times talking with people and seeing what the needs are. And because of the hybrid schedule of some days in the classroom with our youth, and some schools have already actually closed down, there are some concerns from parents. Are their students really learning? Are they going to be properly prepared for high school, properly prepared for college, properly prepared for their futures? And that's concerning. Are American children being trained to compete with the education and career readiness of other countries? Statistics say that the U.S. education system is mediocre compared to the rest of the world. And so, guys, we can't leave learning and training and etiquette to other people's hands, not even to the education system, but that's something that we have to do ourselves, the aunties, the moms, the grandmoms, the parents. So, if it takes a village, then we need to be that village so that we can properly prepare our youth to be a well-rounded individual and to be able to compete with our future world leaders. So today I have someone on. I have Yvonne Ellison, and you can bring her on. Come on out, Miss Yvonne. There we
Hi,
go.
how are you?
How are you? Good, good,
I'm well,
good.
thank you.
Thank you so much for being a part of While We Wait. This is my pleasure.
Oh, thank you. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So I brought you out after talking about some of the concerns of parents of the youth not being properly prepared for their futures academically,
Yes,
and what's going on in the schools right now because of COVID. But also before COVID, the stats that I pulled out was from, one of them was from 2017, saying that the U.S. education system is mediocre compared to the rest of the world. Before we get into that, Yvonne, please tell me a little bit about yourself. And let me just say that Yvonne Ellison Jones is the CEO and founder of Destined to Succeed. The way her mind works is absolutely incredible. And we have a gold mine right here in Connecticut. And I know there are others. And I'm hoping that more people will come forward and tell us what they're doing to help with this, because this is another kind of an epidemic. Are you not being properly prepared? So, Yvonne, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, as Ray indicated, I am Yvonne Ellison Jones. I
Let me stop you. Okay, you guys, you heard her call me Ray. You know that's somebody from my youth, right? Let me back up. Rewind. So, Yvonne and we came from the same church. I was at this church when I was 14 months old. So I believe Yvonne and I probably met like at 4 and 5. So when you hear her say Ray, that's the nickname
yes.
to Rashida. So just like, who is she calling Ray? It's me. It's me. Go ahead, Yvonne.
So I like to say that I am a serial entrepreneur, a passionate serial entrepreneur who is passionate about youth development. I was born and raised in New Haven, attended parochial schools until I believe high school, where I graduated from Richard C. Lee High School, went on to have a career in the legal field, then academia at the university level, and then on to create and found a nonprofit organization.
Yes, and let me just add that she is also, she works with youth mental health. She's credentialed to teach life skills, credentialed for advocacy for parents and children, and there's a whole bunch of other credentials that I could talk about, but we'll stop right there so we can get into things. So let me start by asking you, what is Destined to Succeed, and who is Destined to Succeed?
So what is Destined to Succeed? Youth and families. Who is destined to succeed? Youth and families. Destined is a youth and family empowerment organization for grades 7 through 12 and for adults as well. Our philosophy is very simple. We believe that all are destined to succeed. Destined, we use the acronym to emphasize our vision of desiring every student to increase necessary educational development.
Great.
We were incorporated in 2009, And we actually started our programming in 2012. We became a nonprofit in 2009 and started programming in 2012. We serve the greater New Haven area as well as abroad. Our mission is very simple. It's to enrich the lives of young people and families through affordable, creative, quality program opportunities. We currently focus on four pillars of excellence as we were originally, Destined to Succeed was originally an after school enrichment program for grades 5 through 8. But given the state of today, especially what's going on in the world today,
Yes.
we decided that we would evolve into a youth development program. And we focused on four pillars of excellence. And those four pillars of excellence are career exploration and entrepreneurship, college preparation, leadership development, and life skills.
Awesome. So before I ask you your next question, I want to say to our audience, please feel free to ask questions and make comments.
Yes.
Put it right in the comments. And if you have any questions for Mrs. Jones, I will certainly bring it out and we'll have a discussion about that. This is a chat for all of us. The other thing is, please share this video. Please share it with your network, your Facebook family and friends. Wonderful information. I'm looking to empower as many as possible. So please share, please comment. I'm looking at the comments so we can have a discussion. All right. So my next question is, what is your story and why behind your vision? Like, how did you come? What made you want to do this?
So Destined to Succeed, or D2S as we affectionately call it, we call it D2S because Destined to Succeed, it is a mouthful. So D2S was birthed on May 25th, 2005 at 6:08 a.m.
Well, all right.
The exact time, the exact date. I was a student at Springfield College in their accelerated degree program because I went to school as an adult. There was a course that we took, and it was called Group Project.
Okay.
And Group Project was a class where we had to learn to work together in groups.
Okay.
We had to develop and create a project in our community that we were passionate about. And that started D2S. So D2S was we initially served as a tutorial program for 10 eighth graders in Hamden Middle School. So we sampled 10 eighth graders to do a tutorial program that was based on parental engagement, community access, community involvement, and give back to the community. Our why? Listen, the why is so awesome. And when I look back on this, I say, wow, you never know who in your life is going to make that difference in your life.
True.
I'm going to say that again. You never know who in your life is going to make that difference in your life. So as a 16-year-old senior in high school, and you'll understand this clearly when I say it. I was a 16-year-old senior in high school at a local New Haven high school. I ranked 29 in a class of 289 students. I was in the top 1% of my class. I had a guidance counselor, a woman who looked like me. She called me in and asked what I wanted to do when I graduated from high school. And I said, of course, I want to go to college, but my parents don't have any money. And we face that today. There's a lot of families out there that it's difficult to pay for college. And my guidance counselor, that woman who looked like me, told me that I didn't have to go to college. Mind you, I was ranked in the top 1% of my class, but I didn't have to go to college, that I could get a job and go to work. And the next thing she said was, who's next? And ushered me out the door.
And it's so interesting because that happens. I recall that it wasn't someone who looked just like me, but it does happen where you could easily get brushed off, and especially if you already don't have any direction. Right. And you're a counselor. You're supposed to be helping me.
Absolutely. So as a youth, I attended the Albee Booth Memorial Boys Club, and at that time, only boys were allowed. I don't even know how we as girls were able to go to the boys club, but we did, and we spent our mornings, our noons, and our nights at the boys club. And I was under the tutelage of John Wilson, Carl Babb, and the late great Dr. Clifton Bush. We learned so much there, and we always knew that we were loved. They did what they did with the club participants there were awesome. We knew, I loved the way they treated us. I loved, excuse me, how they had awesome love for us.
So Dr. Clifton Bush, that's Kim and Malika and you know his children?
No, I had him. In fact, this becomes full circle because I had Dr. Bush as a professor at Springfield College.
He sure did work there. Absolutely.
Absolutely. He was one of my professors.
Good
And
stuff.
I didn't know then that my journey would somehow and somewhat mimic what theirs was.
Mhm.
I found myself always helping others.
Okay.
Later in life, I realized that all I wanted to do was make impact on lives.
Okay.
I never wanted anyone to ever experience what I did with that guidance counselor.
Understood.
It impacted my life negatively, but I was able to capitalize on it and make it a positive. Hence, D2S was born.
Sure. That's great stuff. We had a gentleman named John Barb, and he came to speak with us twice. And one of the things he said the last time he came, and that thing resonates with me, we often become or we do something that we didn't receive.
Absolutely.
And I totally get that. And I believe that's one of the reasons why I promote, because I was not promoted, or you know, there was no assistant saying, you know, well, let me pull you into, let me help you. So now it is my desire to open as many doors as possible. So that is great stuff. So let's switch a little bit. I know that you have different programs and you teach soft skills, financial literacy. You deal with community service, understanding the juvenile system and the legal system, and also with college tours. Let me just stop at the soft skills, life skills. That is so very important, because oftentimes, even with like grocery shopping, you know, our children may go to the grocery store with us, but we don't always teach them how to shop, or what's the best way, what are the staples that should always be in the home. So I know that your program is very instrumental in those types of things, as well as etiquette. So tell me a little bit about those programs, or first, before that, tell me how important you believe those type of things are, even with finances and well, we're still writing checks now, but those things are going to change. But let's talk about those. Let's talk about those things.
So we believe. So first, let me just tell you a couple of the programs that we are currently running. So right now we are running an intergenerational program for girls called Uniquely Me.
Yes.
And Uniquely Me is a carefully constructed empowerment and career readiness program. We target girls of color between the grades of 7 through 12 and their female influencers. Now, that influencer can be their mom, their grandma, their foster parent, a godparent, a cousin, an older sister, whoever that influencer is in their lives. And our purpose for that particular program is to embrace their uniqueness and to break society's barriers in order to achieve lifelong success. There's mentoring groups. There's also, with that program, there's mentoring groups. There are, we do guest speakers. We do all types of community service activities, etc. But we just want to empower them to obtain lifelong success. We also, in that program with Uniquely Me, there's particular expected outcomes, because we always want to make sure that there is an outcome when you produce these programs.
Yes.
The program, you want to show an outcome, because the outcome is going to be the solution. Not the program itself, but the outcome will be the solution.
So tell us a little bit about the success rate. Like, people that have gone through your program, what have they gone on to do, or where were they angled towards?
So these programs, this particular program, because we have many programs, but this particular program, Uniquely Me, we have gone on, our individuals have gone on to college, as well as our high school participants, because we include them as well. We take high school participants, we allow them to get community service credits so that they can help with the younger ones. And all of these individuals have either gone on to college, They have gone on to trade schools. They have gone on to be empowered as well as successful. And when we define success and destined to succeed, success is self-defined. No one can put a definition on your success level.
True.
Success is always self-defined.
Absolutely. So let me just tell you that in my comments, I have, actually, it's my daughter, but she says, she says, if you need a mommy and me dance class for the spring, to let her know as a part of your program. What would you say about that? She said,
absolutely. We'll definitely talk after this.
Awesome. I believe that these programs that you have they're wonderful, because you told me once about the juvenile system. If we help our youth understand the system and some of the things that happen, it could, detour them from not making certain mistakes. So tell us about the experience or the program that time you had the juvenile understanding the juvenile system.
So when Destined to Succeed first started, as I indicated, we were a tutorial program, and it was a pilot program. And we were able to hold this pilot program. We utilized a New Haven teacher, Pamela Worthy, and we are so grateful for her. We used Pamela Worthy as the New Haven teacher teaching CMTs. Mm-hmm. We designed the program to have the high schoolers come in for the first hour to be homework help. They did the homework help with the students. After the first hour, Miss Worthy would come in and she would go over CMTs with the kids and help them with their CMTs. As well, we constructed this program to have parental engagement. And that was very important. Your child could not participate unless you participated. Okay. And what does participation look like? Engagement is very simple. We held programs. For instance, we did a series called Do the Crime, Do the Time. Okay. We were able to bring in a judge, a New Haven judge, and he was able to basically say to the kids, hey, listen, I'm the judge in the courthouse. When I'm in that courtroom and you come before me, here's what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And after that, the next week we had a juvenile probation officer come. And I'm sorry, a correction officer comes. She was one of the parents. And she came in and said, listen, when he's finished with you, now you have me. Mm. And after that, we had the juvenile probation officer come. And he says, you're not through yet. Excuse me. He said, you're not through yet. Because now you have me. I own you for 5 years. Wow. So it made a difference in the life of the kid. And I'll tell you a little quick story. Sure. One of the individuals, the lone boy in the class, out of the 10 participants, the lone boy in the class was scratching his head and looked very perplexed. And I asked, son, what's the matter? And he said, nothing. Miss Jones, I'm never going to jail. After he heard this of events, he said, I'm never going to jail. And incidentally, I ran into him several years later. In fact, he lives on the street over from me. And he said to me, Mrs. Jones, what did you ever do with that program? Did you ever make it a full-time program? And at that time, we had not started the programming yet, but we were in the midst. And I said, yes, we're about to start that program up. And he said, Miss Jones, I want to come back to that program. Can I be a volunteer? He said, that program kept me out of jail. That's wonderful. So I'll tell you, I was so flattered, because the one thing I was flattered about, not that, oh, this kid thinks that, oh, our program is the bomb. No, what I was so flattered about is that I set out to impact lives. And if we can just touch one, if each one can just reach one, I reached that one. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And before we go on, because we're almost done, we're watching our time, I want to jump back real quick, since we're talking about youth. If you were on earlier, we had a young lady on, Sandra G, who is the owner of Stock with G. Yes. And she is making it happen for families with youth, for the holidays. Christmas is not canceled. Yeah. So I have partnered with her. C Sharp is my business. I've partnered with her, and she has other sponsors and partners who are making it happen for several families. So I'm appealing
to you if you would send $5, $10, $20 to my Cash App. These funds will go to Stock with G under C Sharp, but you can also write it off as a charitable donation for your end of the year when you file your taxes the first of the year. But at the end of the year, you can also put it with the rest of your paperwork. So if you're interested in being one of those, and I want to thank all of those who have already donated. My Cash App information for C Sharp is on the screen now. It's money sign C Sharp WWW, and C Sharp is SEESHARP WWW, and that's for While We Wait. So I just want to put that plug in really quick, and we'll move forward. Thank you in advance. Let me just say, for anyone who just came on, you'll be able to make donations up until Thanksgiving. And then on Black Friday, we will come back and let you know that those families that have been selected, we will not disclose their names, but we will let you know for integrity purposes that those families have been selected. All right, so back to you, Ms. Jones. So you talked about uniquely me.
Mhm.
What do you offer for young men that would be around the same type of a program?
Oh, absolutely. We have a program called BOYS. As you can see, it's an acronym, and it's Boys Overcoming Youth Stereotypes. We know that boys and girls face very similar situations, right? We know this. They have the same pressures or similar pressures and difficulties in their school years and in their lives. So they tend to process these pressures and situations a little differently than girls.
Mm-hmm.
So boys, excuse me, boys also communicate differently than girls do.
Certainly.
Our program, our boys program, is designed to meet them where they are.
Okay.
That is important for us, to meet students where they are, meet our participants where they are. Everyone is not at the same level. So we meet them where they are, and we make sure that they're comfortable in their programming. The expected goals of this particular program is to help develop a strong sense of self, to identify and regulate their emotions, because boys are different than us. You know, as I said, young ladies are well-versed at that, I'll say.
Absolutely.
We discuss healthy versus unhealthy relationships, and we identify the roles that they play in their relationships. And we provide the opportunity for connection and community building.
Wonderful. Love it. I love that. So, and I know you've already answered this in a sense, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Would you say that these programs assist our youth with their futures?
Oh my God, absolutely. I believe, not just not only will these programs assist with the future of youth, but we are of the belief, Destined to Succeed is of the belief that we are the premier venue for families and their children, particularly with the current status of the world. The world is in a really challenging place right now. So our program is prevention. Before our students get into the situation where they're going to need something different, we provide them with the skill set that's going to make them, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to say it with confidence, to make them second to none. We love that. What they already bring to the table.
I love that.
We want to, it's our hope that our participants will become and remain productive members of society with healthy and valuable morals and goals.
You know what I love? I love that with you're saying the family, because it's not just like you send off the child, but it keeps that family unit together, which is so important, because it does take us all, whether that be your auntie, your uncles, your godparents. It takes everyone. I mean, I remember growing up and having people around me that I had to be accountable to that were not my parents. And I knew that when I saw them, they were going to ask me everything. How are your grades? You know, you would get the whole rundown. And if perchance you did something wrong, you knew you didn't just have to answer to your parents, But you
Yeah,
also, and then your parents were going to tell them, you're like, oh, come
yeah,
on, do
absolutely.
you have to tell everybody,
Right. So
So,
oftentimes what we fail to realize, I love the village mentality, and Destined to Succeed operates under the village mentality. Today, our parents have to work 2 jobs just to make a living. And, the schools are state mandated to teach X, Y, and Z. So they don't have the opportunity because the curriculum doesn't address the things that the students need today. Yes,
mhm,
they do the academics. That's fine. But students need more than academics. How about how do I fry an egg? How do I make my breakfast if mom is not feeling well?
mm,
How do I balance the checkbook? And yes, we still need to know how to balance a checkbook.
mm,
They need to know about savings and investments. They need to know about etiquette, what's
yes,
appropriate and what's not appropriate dress behaviors,
come on,
appropriate things that that are inappropriate. And we're old school. Of course, we're old school, but those things make a difference
those
today.
values still,
We
yes, they
have to
go
know
across
how
the
to
board.
navigate. We need to know how to navigate to today's world. And
This is true.
unfortunately, parents are predisposed because they are doing things like working to try to put food on the table. They might not have had, learned behaviors. Most parents are very time limited in what they can give to their kids because the stresses of life, COVID, and everything else is making quite a difference for these families. So
Yeah.
why not allow someone to take up residence in your village? Why not allow D2S to take up residence in your village and help your child and help your family to become those productive members who have that lifelong success, to break those barriers that society places on us?
So with that said, because of the pandemic, you don't believe you are in your building with a one-on-one presence. So
Right.
how number one, how would someone reach you? Is there a fee, and what platform are you using to get this done for the youth?
So while we have several programs, we are currently just facing 2 programs right now, simply because of COVID. We had to change our direction because when you're accustomed doing XYZ and then there's a shift in the atmosphere,
Yeah,
you have to be able to adapt. You have
you
to be
have
able to
to.
adapt to do something different. So
Absolutely.
we have revised, renewed, reprogrammed our entire organization. So we
Okay.
are now virtual. We are doing virtual programs. And in order to do a virtual program, we found the challenges we found were that families didn't have the accessibility to be able to be online. But
Mhm.
if you do have the accessibility, we are there for you. Our programs, our Uniquely Me program, there's only a $25 registration fee, uh,
Okay.
$10 for the girls, and $15 for the adult influencer, for the
Okay.
female influencer. And for the boys program, boys is $25 for a non-refundable, ladies and gentlemen, non-refundable registration fee. And I say non-refundable because we're holding spaces, and that funding, that registration fee helps us to buy the materials because we have a dynamite curriculum that we plan, and we go all out for our participants.
Yes, you do. I've seen your work, so I concur. I put my book on Mrs. Jones, because she means business about what she's doing.
And
Um,
I have to add that we are not funded. I
okay,
am self-funded. I believe in this vision, and anything that you believe in, you have to support. And
absolutely.
because of this vision and because of this business, I support this business wholeheartedly. We have a few grants that we've received, but it is such a process to receive grants. So we continue to process, we continue to program because I believe in what I'm doing for these individuals. So any donations that anyone wants to give to support a participant, particularly in our Uniquely Me Girls program and our boys program, because parents can't always afford even the registration fee. So we're just
Sure.
asking that you help in that manner if you possibly can. Anything that you can give would be so appreciative. And you can find us at www.destined, the numeral 2, succeed stockWithG.org, or you can phone us at 203-691-8540, or by email. And my email address is Mrs. Jones, MRS Jones, at destined numeral 2 succeed.org.
Awesome. I want to thank you so much. Let me just say that I know Mrs. Jones also does career exploration, entrepreneurship. She talked about Uniquely Me. She does the life skills. She has the boys program. And these are things that will cause our youth to be well-rounded, and to assist the parents with
Absolutely.
causing our children, our youth, to be competitive in this world, because we can't leave it up to the education system. I do know that we do have some great educators, because I know some great educators.
Yes.
However, we can't leave it up to just the educators with this responsibility. This responsibility is too great. But to my viewers, here is a platform for youth. I can say Mrs. Jones, she said it, but I know it as well. So I back her on that. She's very passionate about what she does, and she produces great stuff. So Mrs. Jones, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. This has been wonderful, and I hope that someone will, number one, sponsor a child, but there will be some family, some parent that will reach out to you, who believes that their child's future is great, and they know that they can't do it all by themselves, or even call you for consultation to find out what can be done to assist our youth, because this is the world that we're leaving them. So we need to make certain that they're ready. So thank you so much, Mrs. Jones,
thank you
for
so
coming
much.
on. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much. So guys, there you have it. There is a platform, and I'm certain there are others, but I wanted to bring someone on who I know is very passionate about our youth learning, to be well-rounded, to be grounded, because as the statistics said, the U.S. education system is mediocre. So we want to make certain that we put our youth over the top. I thank all of my viewers. I don't see any questions. I see comments. Mr. Clinton G said that manners matters. It absolutely does. He says the program director needs to know of the continued interest and benefits of the program. So if you guys will reach out to Mrs. Jones, you can ask her specific questions about what she does, how she does it, all of that. She can definitely answer you. And I want to jump back. To Stock with G, because this is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to be a part of the holiday, of the Christmas giveaway. So again, Sandra G has come on, and I've partnered with Stock with G to help assist families during the holiday. I want to thank everyone who's already donated. If you are interested, I'm appealing you to give $5, give $10, give what you can, so that we can sponsor some family during the holiday, because Christmas is not canceled. And that's a quote directly from Miss Sandra G, boss lady of Stock with G. So the information is there. You can cash app the amount that you like to, and these proceeds are going directly to Stock with G. They will be, she and a group of people will select who will receive those funds, and we will make an announcement on Black Friday. So make certain that you come back. Black Friday, I will be on, and I will advertise. Thursday, Thanksgiving, I'm going to come on to do a quick Thanksgiving greeting, but I will not do my 4:30 show. But on Black Friday, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to have some entrepreneurs on who sell items, whether it's baking, whether it's jewelry. So we'll have our own online Black Friday, in case you're not going out, because I'm not going out, but you'll be able to pick up little things as gifts for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones. So again, join me on Black Friday. It will be announced the time. Remember, for the donations for Stock with G's Christmas giveaway, you can submit your donations up until Thanksgiving. You can send that donation, whatever it is, to C Sharp WWW. That's money sign SEESHARP WWW. If you are a family and you want to be a recipient of the Christmas giveaway, then you can submit your request by oh my God, I forgot. I'll go back and put it in the chat because I lost it that quick. But if you're a recipient, okay, here you go. To submit donation, okay. Last day for donations is Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have to go back to that, guys, because I didn't write it down. I apologize. But if you're interested, you can inbox me, Patryce Bryant, inbox me on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, you can put a comment in the comment section in YouTube and ask and request that I email you, and then we can chat that way afterwards. All right, guys, this has been absolutely incredible. I will be back next Thursday at 4:30. I have Miss Bobby Brown, who is of Bridgeport. She's a part of the Board of Education. She is a part of 100 Girls, hashtag 100 Girls Leading. She is a force to be reckoned with in the community. She's an advocate, and we'll be talking with her because I want to show our youth that you can be a positive role model. Now, youth, they're going to do some things, we understand, but I want to show you someone who I've watched grow up, and she's made some wise choices, and she's absolutely amazing. So come back next Thursday at 4:30 right here, whether you're on YouTube or whether you're on Facebook Live, we'll be here. Remember, be strong, be wise, keep enhancing your life. Thank you so much for showing up today, guys. Have a great rest of your day. God bless.
I stay wise. I live hand with I stay strong. I stay wise. I lend hands.